Very, very special video. Welcome back, everybody. As I'm recording this on April 8th, it's me and my wife's 1-year wedding anniversary, right? So this is a video where I'm going to be recommending my wife a bunch of graphic novels, okay? I love my wife a ton, and she recently read, I kind of told her, I was like, hey, check out It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth. And she read it all in one sitting, dude. So, and she really loved it. And she said that she really enjoyed reading graphic novels. So I've got a big stack for you, my wife. So if you're not my wife, get off this video. This is for my wife. All right, let's get into it. So wife, you enjoyed It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth, Zoe Thorogood, very excellent artwork. Let's take it to, I've got a lot of genres here, wife. All right, so we've got horror genre. We've got kind of stuff that makes you think. Let's go with Ducks. First recommendation, Ducks. 2 years in the oil sands. Let me show you this artwork. All right, so Kate Beaton, really excellent cartoonist. This is all about her life up in Canada, way out there where there's no people living. It's like she's working for this like oil company, and there's not a lot of females in the workplace. She kind of deals with harassment. She deals with isolation, loneliness from being all the way up there in this kind of weird community, away from her family, away from a bunch of friends. So it's a really kind of thought-provoking sort of read. I really enjoyed it, and ever since I read it, finished it, cannot stop thinking about it. And kind of this playful kind of art style is really easy to read. I would recommend this for kind of newer comic book readers, newer graphic novel readers, and one of the best stories of all time. Great autobiography too. So I know that you liked Zoe Thorogood's It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth, so you might like Ducks, 2 years in the oil sands. It's pretty, looks thick, but I think you can read it pretty quickly. So nice auto bio there. Next up, let's go with some horror picks. All right, so let's go with these three. These are the three horror picks that I have that I think you would enjoy right off the bat. With taking the least amount of convincing, I guess, right? So let's start off with Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, IDW series. Patrick Horvath, who wrote it and drew it. So that's a little fun little tidbit there, I guess. But this is all about this little town, this small little sleepy town that's filled with these anthropomorphic characters. So we have Sam, who owns the kind of hardware store in town, but she's got a little secret. She goes into town sometimes and is a serial killer. So not in the town, she goes into the city. So she doesn't do any of her killings in her small town. She goes to the city to do it, right? So, but it turns out in her small town, there's kind of like a serial killer, a copycat serial killer, and in her small town, so it kind of ruins things for her life. And she's got to kind of hunt down this serial killer before, maybe the cops start catching on and start seeing what Sam's been up to, and start looking into her life a little too more, right? So that's what this one's all about. But I thought you would really like this art style, wife, because it's kind of like your Arthur, kind of like an Arthur looking art style. But yeah, really enjoyed the story. Really fun kind of world, and this is coming back for a sequel. So if you enjoy this one, you can check out the next one when it comes out. Next up, another horror series. Let's go with Witches. So this is by Scott Snyder, art from Jock, coloring from Hollingsworth. This is all about this New England, kind of woodsy, foresty town. But in the woods are these kind of witches. So they kind of haunt things, and they kind of control this small little town. They'll take a couple offerings here and there. And so yeah, it just turns into this horror story with this family, trying to see what the heck is going on. I mean, just look at this, like all the witches in the trees. So very horrifying stuff, but I thought you'd like this one. One, because of the art style. I thought you might like it. It's kind of similar to, I feel like Jock's art style is sort of similar to the other ones I've recommended, but then also because this takes place in New England, and scared of the woods and stuff like that. So thought you'd enjoy that one. See there, Stephen King recommends it. So, and then we've got Stray Dogs as well. I thought you would enjoy this one. So it's got this art style, man, that's similar to kind of like a Disney art style, but the story is all about a serial killer who every time he kills you, he steals your dog, and then all the dogs are kind of all holed up in the serial killer's house. So kind of an interesting premise, man. And I thought this art style, it's kind of like this clash of art styles and themes, right? So you got this kind of murderous, like serial killer themes, but then you get the kind of Disney, pleasant to look at, almost like family friendly kind of art style. So yeah, Stray Dogs, nice, quick, easy trade paperback. Got two more, and these ones I feel like you're gonna like a lot. First up, we got The Many Deaths of Layla Starr. This is one of my favorite reads of all time, so I really recommend you check it out. My wife. So, The Many Deaths of Layla Starr, written by Ron V, with artwork from Felipe Andrade. And this is all about the goddess of death, who is fired from her job as the goddess of death because one of the humans on Earth is going to develop the cure for immortality. So why would you need the goddess of death if all the humans are about to be immortal? So she's fired, she's sent back down to Earth, and she's kind of forced to, you know, kind of live the life of a human. Like what's it mean to be a human? What is life? What is death? Yeah, it's just one of the most beautiful comic book stories of all time. It's an instant classic. It's just one of the most, like, as I'm flipping through, it's just so beautiful, man. You really fall in love with this Layla Starr character as she kind of learns what it means to be human. Really strong messages, really beautiful stuff. Nice, quick, easy read. Many Deaths of Layla Starr. That's a beautiful one, man. And then finally, last but not least, we've got Somna. Okay, this one's a little bit spicier. If you're a kid, look away, all right? This artwork's going to get a little spicy. Somna, a bedtime story by Becky Cloonan and Tula Late. Nice hardcover here. So I recommend this because it's a mix of horror, but it's also kind of spicy, you know what I'm saying? And I I flipped right to it. So it's all about this girl who she's living in like a Puritan society, and she's married to the sheriff dude of the time, right? So he's like the religious sheriff kind of dude, going around saying, hey, you're possessed by the devil, I'll burn you at the stake. But she's kind of having these visions and these kind of nightmares of like lust and kind of perversion. Like she wants to kind of break free and have sex with this demon kind of guy. So this demon kind of guy like invades her visions. Like, is this real? Is this not? It kind of goes like that. She's trying to hide it from her husband, and it kind of goes like that, right? So like if she's possessed by the demon, then the husband's got to do something about it. But I find it's very interesting here because you get the artwork from Tula Late, which is this very kind of wispy, almost dream-like art style, and then you get the more cartoonish art style from Becky Cloonan. So you get this kind of mix back and forth as this girl kind of goes between like the dream world and the awake world, and she's kind of wondering what's going on. And yeah, so just a really great read, all about temptation, and it's a little erotic, so I feel like you'd like that. And yeah, Somna, one of the highlights from Distillery for sure. Definitely check it out. But that's what we got, guys. Those are all the comic books that I recommend to you, my wife. And if you weren't my wife and you watched this whole video, shame on you, dude. I told you to stop watching at the start of it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and read more comics.